Well, France 24's Sarah Morris is covering this story for us from Madrid today. Sarah, relatively lengthy sentences for the trio here.
That's right, higher than the public prosecutors had asked for. 3 men sentenced for those attacks in Barcelona, the seaside resort of Cambrils, and for injuring people when they accidentally blew up the house near Tarragona where they were making explosives. The first man is Mohamed Houli. He was given 53.5 years. Driss Oukakibir was given 46 years. Both those 2 men were convicted for belonging to a terrorist cell, for making and planning explosives for those attacks in Catalonia. And a third man, Said Ben Yatsa, was given 8 years for helping that terrorist organisation. Now, the judge also decided to convict Houli and Oukabir for the injuries caused to people when that house where they were making the explosives outside Tarragona was accidentally blown up. And you'll remember that could have tipped the investigators off to an attack being planned. It didn't, but it did force the cell to bring forward its plans. And the very next day after that house was blown up, they took a van, members of their cell took a van down the Ramblas right at the heart of Barcelona. In the end, after all those attacks were finished, there were 16 people killed and more than 140 people injured.
Sarah, how do we think families of the victims are likely to react to this news of conviction today?
The families say that this is partial justice because many of them wanted these men to face murder charges for those murders and for the injuries that were done in those attacks. The public prosecutor decided not to press those charges. They'll also, of course, be saddened because the ringleaders, the people who drove those vans down the Ramblas and at the seaside town, who got out armed with knives and machetes, those people were shot down by police officers, so they didn't face justice. But nevertheless, the victims are pretty pleased that these men were linked to the specific attacks. They were linked through the use of videos. In one case, a video by one of the men convicted today showing him in being involved in making those explosives.
Sarah Morris for us there in Madrid. Thank you very much indeed.